What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you a passive income program that I've been testing out for the past 4 days. This is called Trade Coin Club, and this is a Bitcoin program, no fiat money, no third-party processors or anything like that. What this is exactly is it's a Bitcoin trading program that allows you to invest money and then receive daily passive income that you can also compound if you choose. Now, this program is like literally just barely getting started. It is a binary network in here. So let me, I'm just going to click on the network so I can kind of show you, just a little bit of what the back office looks like. But it builds out like a binary. It's just getting started. So, when you get into one of these programs right from the beginning, there's usually just a ton of momentum and you catch a whole bunch of spillover signups and you make a whole bunch more money. And, if you've joined any of the binaries that I've been in over the past 6 months or so, if you got in, early, you know what I'm talking about. So this thing is gaining a lot of momentum right now within the online community on Facebook and all that stuff. And, a lot of people are jumping on board, a lot of big names getting on board here. When you are getting started with this thing, or if you're looking into it, first thing I would recommend you do, and you do this with every program, is find out who the owner is and make sure that the owner is someone who's interactive with the members and getting on webinars and not being sneaky or hiding their identity. So here's a webinar that you can check out. The owner's name is Joff Paradise, and they have or Trade Club Coin. I found this YouTube channel where there's a bunch of videos of him talking. But what I would do is I would watch this one. It's titled Joff and Albert, and it's 12 minutes long. He's gonna he talks to you a little bit about how the program works with the trading and all that stuff. But I've been testing it out. I only put in a small amount. I put in 0.3 Bitcoin to get started. And I'm starting to get these little daily deposits right here from the trader. Now, when you do this, you're going to have some of your deposit on the exchange. And then you're going to have some more of it that's on a separate balance on here. So you've got your total earnings. You've got this on the exchange, and you're going to get commissions from this binary. But this is a really simple program so far. It's like you just deposit. Minimum is 0.3 Bitcoin. 0.25 will go into your investment into the trading, and then there is a 0.05 membership. So total you would need, the minimum to get started with something like this is 0.3. And then you'll start getting these deposits every day onto your balance on here. Let me show you what it would look like if you were to test this thing out. And I'm going to log out really quick. And let me just come over to the main sign up page. Okay, so if you wanted to test this thing out, what you do is you'd come over here, you'd select your language, make sure you've got the correct sponsor name in there. And then on your country, okay, this is the part where people get a little bit confused because the country list on here is actually in the language of Portuguese. So if you try to look up your country and it's not under the normal letter that it would be if you were to look it up alphabetically, just go on to Google and look up the name of your country in Portuguese. So let's say you are in USA. And what you would do is just look up United States in Portuguese. And you can see here that if you were to look up the United States alphabetically in Portuguese, it would actually start with an E. So come over to your sign up page. And then you see it right there. That's United States. It's under E. So there's some other countries under here, like if you're from Philippines, this is the Philippines. They have it under the letter F. So just look up the name of your country in Portuguese and you'll find it. And then all this stuff's pretty basic. Your name, your login, your email, all that stuff. And then you'll get a confirmation email, just like all the other programs. And then what you need to do here is, let me log back in. Is you're going to click on your profile. And then in the profile, what you need to do, and it tells you right when you log in, regardless, is you need to upload your identification. So that's going to be a driver's license or a passport. And you actually have to take a picture of yourself holding it, just like right here where they have the green check mark. So what I did is I just, I took a picture of myself holding my driver's license and my passport, and I sent it to them. And then in the profile section, you'll also want to put in your address, and then they're just going to match up your identification with your address, and then you'll get approved. And then you'll come over here to where it says plans, and then you're going to click on buy. And they have these 3 options that you can choose from. You have an apprentice, which is 0.25. And then they'll pay you out, they'll keep trading on this plan until it reaches 0.99 Bitcoin. So there's no real guaranteed or promised time frame that you'll reach that profit, because remember, this is a real business. It's not one of those high yield investment programs that guarantees a certain percentage a day. That's not the way real business works. In real business, everything is fluctuating. So then they have this other plan, 1 Bitcoin, and then they have a 5 Bitcoin. Now what you do here is you just type in first, you see down here where it says the registration fee. So the first thing you would do is you put in the 0.05. So 0.05. And then you hit generate hash, and then it's going to pop up the wallet address and all that stuff that you send it to. And then you would come over here to your apprentice or your trader or your senior trade and click on plan details. And the deposits I don't believe they're open right now. You may have to wait until they do the next round of deposits. Actually, never mind. That was the other program I'm in. But this one, yeah, just type it in. Type it in down here. I was thinking of there's another trading program I was looking into where they open them up on the weekends, but that was not this one. So yeah, you would just type in whatever amount. Generate hash. Yeah, just follow the steps. Okay, you come in here. They got a bunch of tools for you. They got some videos and downloads and things that you can use for your marketing. And these are probably all from their YouTube channel. So yeah, they got the instructions down here. Instructions in English. I always recommend make your own videos and stuff and let people kind of follow along your journey while you test out these programs. But if you're just getting started, use their videos in the beginning. You can select your language up here. Got more tutorials. And then your referral link is located right here at the top. Very easy to find. Okay, they don't have any tutorials down here yet. So yeah, like I was saying, this thing's still, it's still like pretty new. They're letting people deposit. They just opened up the deposits. And again, binary trees, guys. I really like binaries because the earning potential is pretty big if you get in early and you get some duplications going in your network, plus you're catching spillover at the same time. You can make your initial deposit back very, very quickly with a program like this if you take advantage of the binary tree. One more thing you need to be aware of with this. In this binary tree, this is not the kind where you can just sign up for free and then secure a spot. You actually have to, you have to secure a spot in the binary tree. You have to sign up. You have to confirm your identity, upload the picture of your passport, and then you actually have to come in here to the plans and become active with one of the plans. So I think what most people are going to do is just test it out with the 0.25, see how everything goes, and then, if you make a bunch of money with your binary tree, recover your seed money, compound the rest of it. I mean, it's kind of up to you what strategy you want to use here. But my second upline in the company, he already did a successful withdrawal, and he did a video of it also. And he's got it on his YouTube channel. So I've only been in 4 days. And then I showed you my earnings on here on the dashboard. But if you watched my last video I did, I was talking about a possible shift happening in the community because Bitcoin mining programs is what I was doing a lot of in 2016, and I was joining ones that had binary trees because of the bigger earning potential. But what happened in 2016 is we had the Bitcoin halving, which is, it occurs around every 4 years in the Bitcoin ecosystem, which basically means that the amount of Bitcoin you get rewarded for your mining efforts is cut in half. And this is part of the deflationary aspect of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin mining, as of today, is not as profitable as it was like 6 months ago when I started. So right now, these trading programs are returning daily profits in higher amounts than the Bitcoin mining pools. So if that trend continues where Bitcoin mining does not get any more profitable or gets less profitable, I could see a whole bunch of people from the Bitcoin mining pools starting to get on board programs like this. So it would be good to position yourself in case that trend continues. Anyways, guys, this is Trade Coin Club. Links in the description. Let me know if you have any questions. Add me on Facebook, subscribe to my channel. See you later.